read the hat. Book person. Everything I say is facts. No opinion, just facts. So hello ladies, and welcome to Book Buzz, where I read all the books that are buzzing on the internet and tell you if they're worth it or not. Book Buzz!
She's a reader.
Today's contender is the This Woven Kingdom book series by Miss Tahereh Mafi. I'm so excited. Now let me run you through how Book Buzz works. First section of the video is the reading vlog. I'm reading the books. First time ever. You're gonna see me crying. You're gonna see me screaming. You're gonna see me screaming. It's like 99% just me screaming and giggling. It's the vlog. I read it, react to it. I'm gonna be talking about the book, quotes, so on and so forth. If you want to go into the books blind, I'd recommend potentially skipping it because I'm talking about the quotes. So you know, you maybe not want to know about that. So you just skip over it, you know what I mean? After the vlog, we get into the spoiler-free review section. This is where I review the book and tell you if it's worth it or not in a spoiler-free manner. So no spoilers, just vibes. I'm going to make you read the book series. If I like it, that is, of course. And then finally, we have the spoiled review section in which I review the book in a spoiled manner. So it's just free reins to talk about what I want to talk about. I'm giggling, I'm saying character names, I'm explicitly saying what happened. So stick around if you've read the book series and you kind of just want to hear me talk about it, talk about theories, talk about my unsolicited, unrefined, restrained opinions. Yeah, without further ado, let's get reading. This book is changing me as I read. Like, I feel like I'm a different person every single time I open up the page. Do you hear me, Luna? She's changing me. This book is unlike anything Tahereh Mafi has ever written before, and this is coming from somebody who's read every single thing that Tahereh Mafi has written, so I would know. It's so different, it's so poetic, it's so magical, it's so mystical. The writing is so fun. And don't hate me, promise you won't hate me, I am up on page 70. Yes, I started and I read this book without you, but like, here we are, okay? Here we are. And I'm here to tell you that this is life-altering. This is incredible. It's hilarious. It's so funny. We also met Cameron and Hazan, and Cameron is the prince, Hazan is his minister, and they're so funny. Guys, the writing's poetic, it's witty, it's funny, it's lyrical. Like, what can Miss Mafi not do? I am enamored, wholly consumed. Like, this book is eating away at me. Like, I'm literally at the store and I'm like, I have to go. I have to read. You know what I mean? Like, it's insane. Anyways, I'm on page 70. I'm gonna finish up this like chapter because I'm in the middle of the chapter, and then I'm gonna go take a shower, get all cozy, get all comfy, and then finish reading. We'll see how far we can get. I have to be up really early tomorrow, so I don't think I'll stay up that late, but oh my god, this book is changing me. This is the type of book that makes you question if all the other books you've ever read before were even books. Are they even worthy of the title of book? Like, that was just the alphabet mixed up for real. This is a book. Anyways, we're gonna read the chapter. I'm gonna go take a shower, and then we're gonna continue reading. Oh my god, I'm so excited to bring you with me. I love Tahereh Mafi. He stared at her lips for longer than he cared to admit, for reasons that were not lost on him. Guys, here's my thing. Here's my thing with Tahereh Mafi. Tahereh Mafi, I don't ever trust the first male lead. Ever, actually. So Cameron, though I think he's very cheeky, like, okay, lost, wounded prince, though he's very cheeky, he's very funny, love him, but I feel like the first lead is gonna end up as the second lead, you know, like, I feel like he's not the man. So just like, I can't spend my days laughing at you when I know you're not gonna end up, like, you know, he's gonna be the Adam. I'm telling you now, he's gonna be the Adam of this book, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, I don't like it. Shower is shower, skin is cared for, and now I am prepared to read as much as I can, but I'll have you know that I currently have Calcifer playing in the background, and this totally fits the vibe of this book, and I think that this is actually what life is about. I really do. I am but an emotional girl, and I'm not even gonna lie. Alisa, I think that's how you pronounce her name, just makes me want to cry. Like, her hands, guys, like, her hands are so bloodied and raw from, like, all the work that the people make her do because she's a servant, and I'm just like, you cruel evil pigs! You cruel witches! Alisa, come here. Like, I would never do that to my princess, guys. She goes to, like, the medicine doctor or whatever, and he, like, puts a salve on her hand, and she literally wants to cry from the relief, and I'm just like, Imagine how much pain my sweet baby girl was in. Like, I'm sick. I'm sick. Oh my god, it actually makes me sick. Expected she might be beautiful, yes, but this girl was not merely beautiful. She was stunning. Imagine a man looking at you and being like, she is loveliness rendered to its truest sense. She's not beautiful. She's stunning. I'm gonna be sick. What the frick? Is that too much to ask for? Is that too much to ask for? What the frick? Oh my god, I love this. Like, I don't know if I love him, but I just love this. Whatever's going on, I love this. Call me toxic, I don't care, but I love when the male lead gets violent at the thought of the female lead getting hurt. Aliza got slapped. He noticed this because she has a bruise on his face, or her face, and he looks at her and he's like, suddenly, I feel like I need to murder someone. But seeing her face by firelight had dealt him a physical blow from which he had no hope of recovering. Dare I say I want someone to look at me and be like, damn, her beauty was so enticing, it physically blew me. It's a fight scene. One girl, 6 men, and she's beating their... She's handing it to them like the queen she is. God! I love strong women. Like, she's actually killing it, guys. You have no idea. Like, I love her. She literally looks at them and she's like, I will give you an opportunity to leave. And then they all laugh at her. And she's like, so are you declining my offer? And they're like, yeah, I'm declining your offer. I'm going to kill you. And she's like, okay. And then she just proceeds to like, all of them. Ah, I love strong women. Imagine how cool it'd be if I looked at someone and was like, I'll give you the opportunity. I'll give you the opportunity to leave. And they're like, ah, I'll kill you. And then I'm like, yeah. Freaking yeah. I'd kill them all, guys. Me next. Like, I'm gonna go get my black belt. You guys just wait. Believe me. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Guys. He bends down on one knee before her. Your Majesty. Literally, what is going on right now? Guys, this just keeps getting better. Oh my. I literally have goosebumps, guys. Like, I'm like... Ever since I've reached, what page is this? Like 2. I don't even know what the frick I did. Guys, I have goosebumps, okay? Like, I've just been in a state of shock since page like 200. Like, everything is just coming together so beautifully, so seamlessly. So I'm like, what's going on? Like, turn the page. It's so... Wow. Guys, I feel like I'm reading the Shatter Me series all over again. Like, I feel... Like, everything up until this point has just been, like, slow and beautiful and, like, building up to this, like... But we're here! We're built! We're on the top! And things... Wow. I don't even think we're at the top! We're just getting there. Guys, this is crazy right now. Like, Oh my god. My tabs are being, like, used and abused, I tell you. Oh my god. Hazan? What's going on? Are there 2 of you? What's going on? Guys, I'm shaking to my core. Oh my god. Oh my god. Guys. Like, what? Take me to the mental institute. I can't handle this. Oh my god. What? Oh my god, wait, literally, what is literally happening right now? Guys, this is insane. Guys, it is with my great honor to announce to you that there is a knife at the throat scene. Tahereh, I've already promised you my 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th child. Now I must promise you my 5th. The woman that you are. I can't do this. He goes, I haven't the slightest idea what we're doing, he said softly. Though if you mean to take me captive, you need only to ask. I would come willingly. Ah! Oh my god. Cameron, the man that you are. But the thing is, the man that you aren't, because I don't trust first male leads in Tahereh Mafi's books. I know for a fact that either he's going to be evil, he's going to be wretched, he's going to be a traitor, or he's just not going to be a love interest. Like, I know with 100% certainty the first male leads never win in a Mafi book. You understand me? But regardless, how can I not swoon at that? Though if you mean to take me captive, you need only ask. I would come willingly. Oh my... The knife! As the pages progress, my heart withers more. He looks at her and he says, "You have consumed my thoughts since the moment I met you. I feel now in your presence entirely strange. I think I might fetch you the moon, if only to spare your tears again." How am I to continue living? How am I to continue living is a question I will ask myself for the rest of my days every time I read a Tahereh Mafi book. What type of madness is this? You have consumed my thoughts since the moment I met you. I feel now in your presence entirely strange. I think I might fetch you the moon, if only to spare you your tears. The emotions I am feeling can only be described as madness. I feel like the Mad Hatter. I feel like I'm spiraling. I genuinely feel, oh my god, I'm gonna cry. I literally feel like I'm reading the Shadow Me series all over again. Like, that pure excitement and joy and, like, excitement and fun and, like, that page-turning excitement. Oh my god. Oh my god, Dana, like, oh. The fact that this has been sitting on my shelf for 2 years is, like, actually... It's giving me pain. Let me bask in my ignorance for once, please. He's just really doing it for me right now, okay? I want a man to look at me and be like, "Tell me your name. You've done irreparable damage to me. I must know who to blame." Oh my god. This is like, I have used up almost every single one of my tabs. It's just like on the same page. I'm tabbing up, I'm tabbing down, I'm tabbing in the middle. Like, it genuinely, it is painful to not tab quotes in this book. I want to tattoo every part of this book into my very being. Do you understand me? Do you understand me? Like, it is literally taking everything within me to not tab every single freaking line, because I want to come back to this every single time and just feel the immense amount of joy and, like, madness that I'm feeling now. Oh my god. The idea of a friendship with her pains him because he doesn't want to be friends. He wants to be more, and God, am I just a simple girl? Wow. I have no other words. I think I've spoken everything. I'm just like a zombie. Wow. For everything that is good in this world, I thank you for bringing me onto the magical whimsy that is this book. I will never forget this ever in the history of ever. This is just, guys, I don't even think I need to read anything ever again. Wow. Surely you must see, there exists no bridge between our lives, no path that connects our world. And he says, how can that matter? Is this not one day to be my empire, to rule as I see fit? I will build the bridge, I can clear a path, or do you not think me capable? Imagine a man being so infatuated with you when you tell him that this is not going to work out. There's no bridge between you and you. He's like, screw all that, I'll build the bridge. What? How am I genuinely supposed to move on? I think I need to take, like, a year sabbatical to get over this. I will build the bridge, I can clear a path. Oh! Wow. I had 10 chapters left and I want to take a shower to be fresh and clean and nice to sit and enjoy the last 10 chapters. And guys, I'm gagged. She goes to the guy, the, like, doctor or whatever, and he gives her a package. It's a dress, and he's like, your friend he's tall and blue eyes left this for you. And she's like, my friend with blue eyes? I don't have a friend with blue eyes. Why do I have a feeling that this is going to be the second male lead? Oh my god. Oh my god. He's the king. I knew it from the start. I told you guys, the blue-eyed man. I told you. I always know. Oh my god. I can't read this. This is ruining me. Oh my god. 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 Please, this is so unlike me. Who am I dating? This is actually exactly like me. The betrayal, the twists, the turns, the character reveals. I'm shook. I'm shaking. A beast? A dragon? There's dragons? What is going on? She goes, what is your name? And he goes, why do you need to know my name? And she goes, so that I may hate you more informally. And he goes, well, in that case, you may call me Cyrus. Oh, can I call you mine? I'm sick. Oh my god, the goosebumps. Oh my Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God, I'm done. Oh my God, I'm done. Oh my God. Oh, that was literature. This is deserving of every prize ever in... Oh my God. What did I just read? This audio.
Look how big,
So pretty. Pretty. Anyways, I'm so excited to read this. I've been posting an insane, abhorrent amount of TikToks. Like literally every single time I film for YouTube, I also film for TikTok. And I'm like, guys, I'm going crazy, guys, I'm going crazy. I think that people are sick of me. But, upon every single one of my TikTok videos, people are like, just wait till you get to book 2. Just wait till you get to book 3. Just wait till you hear about Cyrus. And guys, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm already in love with Cyrus. I already am. There was this one scene in This Woven Kingdom near the end where he's like hit in the face and he has a mouthful of blood. You know what he does? He like spits out the blood and he like grins. Ah! The man that you are, love. Like, I have a crunch on him. I have a crunch. He's so cutie. I love him already, and I can't wait to read more about... Oh my God, like, literally, the way that the book ended yesterday, crazy. Guys, crazy, crazy, crazy. I've done far too much talking, but I'm excited. Let's begin. Really quickly... Oh! Wait, I keep forgetting to show, guys. This is... The art? Are you joking? Are you seeing that? Are you seeing that? Gorgeous. But, I picked up my tabs a little bit ago. And I'll show you my little tabbing system. They always match the cover, duh. So we have romance, down bad, yearning quotes, because like, duh. And then we have beautiful quotes, just like pieces, like quotes I just want to remember. And then funny quotes, because this book is so witty. It's so witty and it's so hilarious. And then finally we have plot points. And then I have a little bit more space on my paper if I want to add more tabbing systems. Anyways, that's what we have so far. I'm gonna begin reading and I'll catch you when something crazy happens, which I can tell you is gonna happen pretty soon because this whole book, insanity. I'll be honest, I'm on chapter 7. Every single time it keeps flipping from Aliza's perspective to Cameron's perspective. Aliza's perspective. I'm getting not bored. Bored is too crude of a word. I don't want to hear about Cameron right now. Can we just set him aside? I want to hear about Aliza and I want to hear about Cyrus. But still, Cameron, every second he's running around, sorrow and grief, and I pity him. I feel bad for him. But at the same time, I'm just so desperate to learn more about Cyrus and to learn more about what's going on with them. So every time I flip to a chapter and it's Cameron's perspective, I'm like, ah! Oh my God, get it on with. You're king now. Kill everyone, please. I'm over it, please. Please excuse the change of attire. I promise it's the same day. I simply needed something far more comfortable and far more warmer. It's like 20 degrees outside. I'm freezing, but I love Hazan. I love him. What do you mean he lifted his shackled hands and in one swift movement tore the iron manacles apart? He used his teeth to pry the cuffs on his wrist. Do you know what that feels like? That scene gives me the same vibes as like Superman. You know when Superman had the handcuffs to make the humans feel better and then he like got up and like literally just, and the handcuffs were just gone? That gives me the same. Hazan was sitting in a prison cell and he just had to, wata, and just bite the handcuffs away. Ah! I love him. I love him. He's my favorite character. I love him so much. Ah, Hazan. I should have a whole tab just for Hazan. Like, I actually literally love him. He's my favorite. He's my favorite. Oh my God. Aliza, have you been a wicked girl? Ah! How am I meant to hate that? Have you been a wicked girl? Yeah! Yeah! I can't, guys. There's more to the scene. He goes, have you been wicked? And she goes, no. And he goes, no, still smiling. God, you're so beautiful, even when you lie to me. Ah! I can't do this. I really can't. I can't go through a Warner 2.0. I really can't. I don't think my poor frail heart can take it. Oh my God. More. Oh my God, I need to literally just tab everything. This is sick. I'm gonna kill myself. I really am. If
Hazan ever needs a new job, he should really look into picking up comedy. The man is effortlessly hilarious. Every single one of the tabs I have as a humorist, like one of my tabs is funny quotes. It's just him speaking. His speech is so impeccably funny. It's so witty. I love him.
He says, I hate everything about you, your eyes, your lips, your smile. I find your presence insufferable. But if there's anything I know about fantasy books, is that I hate you scenes are quite the opposite. There's a thin line between hate and love and loathing, if you will. And this man is teetering on it. I hate you. You sure about that? Your smile, your lips. Oof. I have no interest in your companionship. The Nasta went cold.
Every time the Nasta goes cold, I feel like a part of me kind of just dies. Like, I don't know. I don't even know why I'm gonna cry, but the Nasta, you know, like the little marble, it burns hot when the truth is being told, and it goes ice cold when a lie is being told. And so she tells him, I'm liable to think you have a heart, and he goes, oh, you needn't worry. I most certainly don't. The Nasta went cold. So it's just like, this just shows to me that he's just like so sad and broken, and he just like is lying and like, oh, I don't have a heart, but like you do. It's just worn and tattered, and I don't know what's going on. Like, I don't even know what's going on with him, but like I need to know because he's just like, God, I love them so much. I love them so much, Your Honor. She's kind of sniffling, and he goes, what are you? Oh, for heaven's sake, are you going to cry again? I'll take you to see the blasted city, Ariza. I'll show you the bloody magic. You don't have to cry about everything. And she goes, I'm not crying. I'm thinking. Sometimes I get emotional when I'm thinking. And he goes, when you're thinking, you mean all the time then? The devil really is trying to kill me. And she wipes her eyes and she goes, I thought you already knew that. And he goes, all right, that's quite enough of you, he said. And then he took her hand without warning and tugged her out the door. Like, I can't, like, you're not gonna understand what that quote means unless you like read the entire book. Like, they're bickering, they're back and forth. It's so playful, it's so fun. There's so much more to it. Like, they're both such pain souls. I love them. I love them, Your Honor. I want to cry. You're telling me he's being tortured in his mind, but also physically as well. He's bleeding, yelling, not the other one. Please, I'm begging you, don't take the other one. Are these his siblings, perchance? The devil killing his siblings. Like, what's going on? I don't like that. So there's a character in this book named Miss Amina, and she is like the head servant, head housekeeper type of, and at first I was like really like, yes! Daddy, Mom, did you see my name? Yes! She loves me, yeah! She's evil. She's a witch. She's evil. Dada, how could you do that to me? Why wouldn't you make me the love interest? She's literally evil. She's literally evil. She's so mean. Why would you do that? That is so unbefitting of my character. I didn't know your name for so long, Angel. I love the way it feels in my mouth. I think I've just entered the 6th dimension. Where are we? The madness that has just awoken within me can only be described as insanity, can only be described as check her into a mental institute. I think I'm gonna leave this series a different person. Guys, you're not gonna believe what just happened. He goes, I didn't know your name for so long, Angel. I love the way it feels in my mouth. And then he goes, you're so soft, so sweet. You feel so real. Aliza, can I taste you? Aliza, can I taste you? I actually have scrumped so much that I think my vocal cords are irrevocably damaged. And honestly, I wouldn't have it any other way. Today, what is the day? January 8th, Amina has become a woman. Wow. Wow. I'm actually at a literal loss for words right now. Let me use and abuse my tabs. He takes off his shirt, and the one word she uses to describe him is powerful. Gagged. Gagged. She didn't know how else to describe the sight of him stripped down to his skin. She didn't know how to fathom into words the corded muscle that moved as he stretched, the sinewy lines of his body that snaked all the way down to his torso. Hubba bubba. You know what I mean? I can't even see over my tears. He said, why did you do it? Why were you so kind to me? I heard someone crying, but I thought the sounds were part of a dream or a hallucination. God, the way you touched me. He shook his head, dragged a hand across his mouth. That is that my own mother has never touched me with such tenderness. I didn't think there was any chance you could be real. Oh my god. 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 Adisa, he whispered, let me make you my queen. God, this book is devastating. Oh my god. 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 What would you do if I kissed you? I would marry you. I'd marry you tomorrow and then I'd take you to bed for weeks. Oh my god.
I am forever undone. I think I've read the penultimum, what's the word, of love confessions. In my mind, you are already mine. I look at you and I can't breathe. In my mind, you are already mine. I look at you and I can't breathe. In my mind, you are already mine.
Oh my god. This book is ruining me. Like, I didn't think 50 pages of a book could do this much damage. He says, enough, I beg you. I am only a man. I can only withstand so much torture in one day. Please.
I'm done. Now, did I finish that book or did the book finish me? Wow.
The next day, which means it is time to read the third and final installment of the published installment, because there are to be 2 more books. So the third book of the This Woven Kingdom series. But if I were to tell you that it's been less than 12 hours since I finished the second one, and genuinely all I want to do is reread this. Like, literally all I want to do is just reread this again. I've never felt this attached to a series since the Shadow Me series. Never felt this enamored, enthralled, this bewitched by a series before. Do you see how many tabs? Yesterday I was running out. I was having to go through my tab collection and find more. Do you see how many tabs? Insane. I literally, I went to sleep last night tossing and turning, just thinking about this book. Oh my god, it's magnificent. But the next one is here. I tried to match it, purple clips and a purple sweater, though this is most uncomfortable, so I will probably be changing into my hoodie soon. But for the time being, we have to begin. It's with an ache I say that. I don't want to. I really don't. I just want to sit in ignorance and in bliss. I don't want to finish, nor do I want to wait for the next book. Oh, this is torturous. This really is. Literally shaking. Every time it shocks me. Every time I'm surprised. I'm literally a prisoner. Like, I think this is drugs. I think this is drugs. This is drugs. Did I tell you I woke up today and I didn't have an appetite to eat? I didn't have an appetite to eat. And it's not that anything necessarily sad happened in the second book. I just woke up and I was just like, this is consuming me. I can do nothing, feel nothing, eat. Twisted Kingdom, like I'm literally a zombie. Nothing sounds good except for this series. And you're telling me I'm gonna have to finish it? I'm on page 33. The book barely began. This man is insanely down bad. As in, like, he invented what it means to be down bad. As in, his image lays in the dictionary for down bad. He's insane for her. He really is. And honestly, I'd be a liar if I say I wasn't jealous. God, he'd wanted her. He'd wanted her with an all-consuming thirst. With the desperation of a man waiting to die. Cameron hates Huda, Miss Huda, so much. Like, every time she laughs, he gets angry. And what a funny turn of events would it be if they had some sort of, like, enemies to lovers plotline? Like, what if at the end of the series, Cameron and Miss Huda get married? Gag it! Imagine that. Shut up. Ah. Tahereh loves to write a tortured soul, and she does it so well. She does it so well. Can't even hate her for it. But I hate myself because this is painful. Oh, what is happening? Guys, small intermission, small break from the book. But as I was reading, literally I got a text saying that my glasses were ready to be picked up. So I got my new glasses. If you don't know, I wear glasses. These are my old pair. They broke. They're like wearable, but they're broken. So anyways, I got new ones. Here they are in all their glory. All this twisted glory. You get the references. Oh my God, Einstein, guys. Here are the glasses. They're very, very darling, very cute. I think it's adorable. So I got my glasses. I just thought I'd share with you. Now we're gonna lock into the book. Hazan is here? Where did she go? Where did Aliza go? How is Hazan here? What are you talking about? What? What are you talking about? Oh my God! Every turn of the page, I never know what to expect. And I mean that in the best way possible. What are you talking about? I love Hazan, like top 3 characters ever in the history of ever. For him to look a prince in the eye and say so casually, without hesitation, though you flatter yourself if you think you could best me in a fight, you've never truly known me, and I'd hate for you to make my acquaintance only as you draw your final breath. Like, the pure, like, a sureness in yourself to know that you could best a prince in a fight, like the super strong, brooding prince, for you to know that you could best him in a fight and be like, you don't know me, and I'd hate for you to know me while you draw your final breath. Ah, the aura seeping off of him. Oh my God. I love him. He's my favorite. I love him. I love him. I love him. I hate with a burning passion Cyrus's mom. I'd be lying if I said she wasn't amusing to look at her son enter the castle and get help from the servants, and she gets disappointed and she's like, oh, well, there's always tomorrow. You sick wench. Oh my God. Like, she gives her some good entertainment, but that does not dissolve my absolute loathing of her. Regardless, she's funny. She really, imagine your mother looking at you and being like, damn, you didn't die. Tomorrow, trust. Is it presumptuous of me to say that I stand 2 feet down on the Cameron Huda ship? Because I'm so sorry if you hate her so. Why would you look at a girl and say she had some charms? However, on a different occasion, her acquaintance, he'd noted her elegant bone structure, but he noticed how that she had deep, inky eyes. Like, I'm sorry, when I hate a man, I'm not looking at his deep, inky eyes, nor am I thinking, oh my God, what a nice, elegant bone structure. Like, I don't know, something about the way that Cameron gets so pissed off at Miss Huda just goes, I don't know, something is there, y'all. I'm telling you. Maybe just a Looney Tuny, but I'm telling you, something's there. Something is there. Cameron, I keep forgetting how to pronounce his name. He's actually, like, really pissing me off. Like, I understand he's a broken, tortured soul of a boy. I really do. I really understand. I really sympathize with him. But damn! Can the man make his own thoughts? It's like, if you tell him, hate beans, he'll hate beans. He literally looks at his best friend who tells him outright things, and then the second somebody tells him something else, he's like, oh my God, everything I've known is a lie. Ah, you're annoying. You're annoying. Like, somebody will literally look him dead in the face and be like, my hair is black. And then someone to the right of him will whisper, no, it's blue. And then he'll swivel his head and be like, your hair is blue? That's how stupid he is. And he's really, like, pissing me off. Like, 1 step forward, 50 freaking steps back. The man's a lunatic. No wonder he's not fit to be king. Oh my God, strip him of his title. Take him off the cliff. I'm sick of him. Oh, I'm sick of him. Oh my God. Guys, I love the humor, the wit, it's hilarious. You want to know the past 2 books that I've tabbed, what tabs I run out of fast? The humor tabs, the funny quotes tab. When I tell you this entire group is descending into madness, they're all bickering, arguing, yelling. The mother is just like entering a Looney Tuny type of town. And Omid, this little 12-year-old boy, he says, when I'm upset, I like to take a walk and search the streets for spare coin. Mind you, prince, mother, queen, everyone is screaming, arguing, who killed her? Who did this? Who did this? And he's like, well, actually, when I'm angry, I like to kind of walk around. And It's hilarious. He's so funny. Omid, Miss Huda, and Hazan, top tier comedians. I'm telling you, they should really embark on this new job. Wow. I love them. The more I read of this book, the more I genuinely want to jump off a cliff. Like, I've reached a point of no return. No return. How can I read? He was, in fact, so in awe of her he could hardly breathe in her presence. And when she playfully nudged his chin upward with her nose, stretching to kiss the underside of his jaw, he thought his chest might cave in. How am I to read something like that and move on with my life? Like, I cannot comprehend. Oh my god, this is horrible. I truly am but a shell of a human being right now. I want you to understand that I'm actually spent these 2 pages alone, page 188 and 169, genuinely I think killed me. Like, I am dead, I am a ghost because of these 2 pages. How am I supposed to move on? How am I supposed to move on? Sorry, 3 pages, 167 too. She goes, sad boy, what am I supposed to do with you? He goes, anything. He says, you could probably kill me and I'd thank you for it. He goes, I want it all, Angel, not just your joy, but your sorrow, not just your hope, but your fear. I want your anger and disdain, your frustration and contempt. Like, genuinely, I'm actually, like, really pissed off right now. Because how am I supposed to read that and move on with my life? I'll tell you, I'm not. I'm changed. And it's sick, and I think I need to, like, go sit in a corner or something right now. Y'all, why are we getting freaky right now? Why are we getting freaky right now? What's going on? I thought this was YA. What's going on right now? What's going on? Alisa is the best female lead I have ever had the pleasure of meeting in fictional work. Like, she is so kind. It honestly makes me want to cry. Like, she's so kind and she's so strong. You're telling me this girl hears a knock at her door and she's like, very slowly she turned to face the noise. Always she hoped for peace, but never did she fear battle. Like, she's so strong, but she's so kind. She sees her friend coming in. Mind you, Eliza was just in, like, pain. Like, horrible, horrifying, like, on the brink of death. She sees her friend, and the first thing she says to her is, you're so beautiful, you're enchanting. Like, her kindness is overwhelming. It's just, like, my heart bursts into flames whenever I get to her chapter. She is the epitome of female lead. I adore her. There's no Smeagol from the frickin' Lord of the Rings when he's like, precious mine. That's literally me with him. Precious. Gagged. The diviners bowed their head, and then everyone is like, when I lived with the diviners, miss, they didn't bow their head to anyone except each other. It is true. Diviners don't show that kind of deference to anyone outside the priesthood. They don't even bow their heads before the king. Aliza! He said, I want to marry you. Oh, men! Cameron, what if I slapped you across the face? Oh, don't anger me, please! Please! I just fell out of love with... No, I actually still love him. He's actually still precious. Like, I still love him. But, like, what do you mean I want to marry you, boy? What is this? 362, an entire paragraph of his longing? There was something so gentle about her presence, something that reminded him of magic, all curves, no edges. He wanted to press his face against her neck, wanted to breathe in the fragrance of her skin, the perfume of the flowers he'd grown himself. It keeps going. I feel like I'm a fool. I feel like I know everything and then I know nothing. I thought he wore black so that he could be like the diviners. He wears black because he's in mourning, because he's not a diviner. You suck. Everything that gets revealed, it just, like, breaks my heart a little bit more. I'll have you know. He wears black because he's in mourning every day. He wears black because he's in mourning. What is that? It's over. I promise you this. I'll ruin him. I'll make the devil regret the day he was born. Oh my god, I'm done. What is happening? Okay, maybe you've watched the vlog, maybe you haven't, but you made it to the spoiler-free review section of This Woven Kingdom. My, oh my, do I have a lot to say about these books. First and foremost, as a little synopsis of what the series is, this is a YA fantasy series by Tahereh Mafi. Tahereh Mafi, as in the same author of the most beloved Shatter Me series. She came out with a fantasy series, and it is phenomenal. One word, phenom. Love, adore, everything I could ever want in a book and more. Whoa! Dr. Seuss. This book series follows a lot of characters, but the main character is named Aliza, and she is the long lost heiress to an ancient kingdom. And so we're following her journey in potentially reviving that kingdom. We're going through plot twists, betrayals, friendships, found family, broken family, quests, magic, dragons. It is, wow. Wow, it's so good. There are a total of 3 published books out of 5. The 4th one comes out this fall, and then the 5th and last one comes out in 2026. So very, very soon to being complete. And I so badly recommend everyone to jump on this train. This is a series that genuinely altered the course of my life. I filmed like mini vlogs for TikTok of me reacting to different quotes and whatnot. Somebody made a compilation of it and it went viral on Twitter. Like, if you want to react the way I was reacting, this is gonna do it for you. I think this book series is just so consuming. The writing in this book is so beautiful. If you are a fan of the Shatter Me series, you will love this book series, undoubtedly, because it's the same author. Long live tahereh mafi, you know what I mean? Like, love her down bad. But if you're not a fan of the Shatter Me series, maybe the writing just wasn't for you, whatever it is, I still believe you'll also be a fan of this book series because they're total 180s. They're incomparable. Totally different plot lines, different writing styles, everything. So I think you should give this a go. The writing is so poetic. It's so whimsical. It's so fun. It's like this is one of the quotes that was on like the 3rd or like 5th page, and I was like jaw dropped. I was like, Tahereh, what's going on? I did not know you had this in you. No, I'm a liar. I did know she had it in her. Promise this isn't a spoiler, but for some context, Aliza is walking up to her room and she has to go up this big flight of stairs and it's dark. She doesn't like the dark. So it's written, were it not for the glimmer of the night sky to help her navigate the many flights to her closet, Aliza might not have found her way, for she experienced a fear so paralyzing in the company of perfect darkness that when faced with such a fate, she held an illogical preference for death. What a beautiful, poetic, just a beautiful way to essentially say that Aliza was so scared of the dark she'd rather die. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, that is the entirety of this book series. Like, it's written in such a beautiful way. Like, genuinely, like, I was gasping for air. I was struggling so hard to not tap every single quote. Not only the beautiful quotes, the yearning quotes, the romance quotes, the funny quotes, the sad quotes. Like, literally my tabs were gasping for air. They couldn't do it. I don't know if I said this or not, but my review for the series is This Woven Kingdom, the first book, 6 stars. I rate on a 5-star rating system, but 6 stars is something that just blew my socks out of the water. When I tell you I reached the halfway point of this book where the plot twist jaw genuinely dropped. Like, I didn't see it coming from a mile away. I could normally see plot twist coming. Girl, did not see it coming. Jaw dropped. I actually went crazy for a minute there when I read it. 6 stars. Second book of the series, These Infinite Threads, I also rated 6 stars. Now you're probably thinking, Amina, if you're rating everything 6 stars, then your 6 stars doesn't really hold much value. But it does. Like, this isn't deserving of 5 stars. This blew everything out of the wall. This series is making me question if anything I've ever read in the past could even be described as a book. Like, those past books were just the alphabet rearranged for real. This is literature. This is a book. This was beautiful. The yearning down bad quotes in here are things that I want tattooed into my very being, into my soul. I want to go to sleep and I want to dream about these quotes. Like, it was phenomenal. Tahereh mafi knows how to write a tortured down bad man, I'll tell you that. The third and final published book, All This Twisted Glory, I rated 5 stars. So, this book, I say 5 stars like that's bad. Like, that's still perfect. These are just, the other 2 are beyond perfect. This is just perfect. The reason this book received 5 stars and not 6, as its siblings, was that I just wanted more. This is the shortest book out of the 3, and I was left aching. I just wanted more. Like, I literally went to sleep and I cried. Girl, publish a 1,000-page book, I'll read it all. Like, I was left feeling empty, and I wanted more. I feel like we didn't learn enough. There wasn't enough action. I wanted more. Other than that, it was peak. I mean, do you see the amount of tab? Like, girl, do you see the amount of tabs? It was insane. Like, I'm telling you. Oh, this is crazy. It's so beautiful, by the way. Am I talking about the tabs or am I talking about me? Gorgeous. One thing I especially liked in reading this series is that the female lead is remarkable. In my humble opinion, I feel like very often when it comes to female leads, especially those that are in like fantasy, dystopian series, like series that are very like action packed, I think that the women can be very, very polarizing. Either one end, they're very like rage and like bloodthirsty and like so angry and like not an ounce of kindness in them. They're just like, so kill him, kill him, kill him. I hate you, I hate you, I hate you. Like the rage and bloodthirstiness kind of blocks them from anything. And it's not really fun to read. But on the other end of the spectrum, I feel like you have female leads that are too soft, like too kind, too sunshine, rainbows, happiness that it becomes overbearing. Like they have no backbone. They're just like, they can't make a single decision. They can't stand up for themselves. That it becomes like reading it is just like, girl, I understand you are kindness, sunshine, and rainbows, but like, please stand up for yourself. Like this, no. But I found Aliza to be perfectly in the middle. Like she is so soft and so kind. When I tell you, this is very vague, like promise no spoilers. When I tell you there's a specific scene in which a character was led to believe something about Aliza, he thought Aliza did something horrible. And for the next couple of days, he's kind of like ruminating, or I don't know what the word is, but kind of just like sitting in pain and in wallows, like, how could she betray me? How could she do such a thing? They meet up again, the character and Aliza. And he confronts Aliza. He's like, how could you do such a thing? And at first, she's angry and she's upset because what the guy was led to believe was not true. And so she's hurt because how could he think so little of her? How could he misjudge her character? So she's angry and she's upset. But at the same time, she's able to recognize that what he was led to believe, like there was plausible reason as to why he believed what he did. Like it wasn't just out of the air. And so she's able to recognize that he was also hurt in this process. Like he, for the past couple of days, was like in agony, thinking like, how could she do such a thing? So she's angry and she's upset, but it's not like, you're disgusting and how could you say that and blah, blah, blah. You know, she's so like, she's so hurt, but she looks at him and she's like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that for the past couple of days, you've been in so much pain thinking that I would do something like that. Like, I really am sorry, but this is so unbefitting of my character. Like, I would never do something like that. And I just literally, that quote just like hit me. I was just like, she's so kind, guys. She's so kind. She's so sweet. Like literally, honey, I love her. I adore her. But at the same time, she's so strong and she's so intelligent. There's one scene where she's killing people. Jaw dropped. I was literally sitting in my bed and I was like, go, go, go. It was insane what she was able to do. She's really emotionally intelligent as well. Like I gave you that one quote scene that's like spread throughout the whole book. Like she really is able to put herself in other characters' shoes and figure things out about them. And it just makes her such an enjoyable character to read. I really, really love her. And I was just like, this is perfect. Along with that, all the other characters are just so complex and so nice and so funny. When I tell you in all 3 books, the tabs that I ran out of first were the funny quote tabs. Like hilarious, I tell you. I just want to read you like one of the funny quotes. Just it shows you like the beautiful whimsical type of writing and then also the humor behind it. Not a big spoiler, promise you, but there's this one scene in which the prince goes out and does something really, really stupid. And so then the prince's minister looks at him and he's like, are you stupid? Like, how could you go out and do something so stupid? And then the prince is like, no, what are you talking about? Like, I didn't do anything stupid. And then the minister looks at him and he says, that there lingers any uncertainty in your mind that you've not committed a grievous error says only to me, sire, that you should have your neck checked by the palace butcher. Like, what a funny, beautiful way of basically saying, boy, you messed up so bad. And the fact that you don't think you messed up tells me that you need to go get your throat cut. Like, but it's hilarious. When you're reading it, it's just so funny. All the characters speak like this. Like, if you're a fan of the Shatter Me, again, I'm not drawing the comparison because the two books are alike. I'm merely drawing the comparison because both books are by the same author, and the Shatter Me series is so beloved by many that I'm just like, if you like that book, specifically like Kenji in that book and his humor, you're going to die at this book. Like, when I tell you, there were moments where I was just like clutching my chest, reeling over from laughter. It's hilarious. Strong, independent, great female lead. Did I mention that? Sorry, I just want to keep going back to her. Like, she's great, guys. She's killing people, but at the same time, she loves pretty dresses, and she like loves pretty flowers, and she's so God, I love her so much. Strong, independent, beautiful, kind female lead. Strong, hilarious, great, complex other characters. Beautiful scenery. Like I already expressed 100 times, the writing is so phenomenal, and it really is just so atmospheric. Like, multiple times while I was reading this book, I just felt like I was being like drawn into the city, drawn into these characters' minds. It was phenomenal. It genuinely pains me that this series is not getting the amount of love it should online. When I tell you, I have seen nobody talk about this book on TikTok. And that isn't to say that like I'm the only one talking about it. I'm the only one bringing attention to it. No. Undoubtedly, there's people that talk about the book series, but it's so few that I'm like literally digging with my nails trying to find like a community of the people who love it. And I'm just like, guys, you have no idea what you're missing out on. Again, I want to go back to Shatter Me. Shatter Me is so well known for having such a down bad character named Warner. He says the most beautiful of things, like really. That's why he's got a permanent place in my heart, okay? When I tell you Tahereh has outdone herself, like the characters here are better than Warner. I said it. The men here speak the language of honey. Like, there's no other way to explain it. Like they open their mouths and I'm just like, I'm already on the ground. Like, oh my God. Yearning and down bad was invented by them. And I think this is an objective, like in comparison to Warner, I think it's just an objective saying because Tahereh Mafi wrote that series like what, 10, 13 years ago. She's had 10, 13 years to curate, to better her craft, better her writing, come up with more insanely down bad quotes. Like, obviously she outdid herself. When I tell you, never in my life have I ever like tabbed a whole entire chapter. Like, normally I just tab quotes and whatnot, but in this book, I tabbed a whole chapter. That tab right there is for a chapter. Like, the entire chapter needed to be tattooed into my heart in order for me to continue living. Like, it was... wow. I just think it's a phenomenal series that is severely underhyped. I think it's so fun. It's so different. It's like Persian and Islamic inspired fantasy. It's just wow. Like, it's literally just like wow. It's so fun. Two things I want to note though. One, when I've been posting like my TikToks and stuff, I get several comments of people asking questions about this series from things that they've seen online, and they're like, I've heard, Amina, that this is a love triangle, and I hate love triangle, so I don't want to read this book. And I'm here to tell you right now that this is not a love triangle. First of all, love triangle technically is the wrong word because they really mean love angle, as in two men, one woman. But I can confidently tell you that that is not the case in this book. Like, I don't really want to spoil it because I want you to kind of read it for yourself. But in order for there to be a love triangle, it's just like a girl is torn in between two men, right? She's like, I really like this guy. He's so great. He's so fantastic. But I really like this guy. He's so... both in a romantical interest. But very, very quickly after the first book, when you're meeting the other characters and whatnot, you really quickly realize that it was never a love triangle. It was very much first man gets introduced, but it was just like infatuation. It was just like something silly, like little fling, and then do you get what I'm saying? Like, it really, really is not a love triangle, I promise you. Coming from somebody who also hates love triangles, I loathe love triangles. Whenever you tell me that there's two men who are just so perfect and so nice and so kind, and they each have traumatic, horrible backstories, and then one of them loses, don't ever play with me like that again. Promise you, no love triangle. Like you'll read it and you'll see for yourself. Like it really, really is not. So the second thing that I kept seeing being brought up was that the books are like a little bit slow. And something that I've noticed tahereh do throughout all three books is that the first half of the book is very, very like atmospheric. It's very much learning about the characters, the ways in which they think, the problems that they're going through, kind of their background, their life, what's brought them up to the moment they're like, it's very just like, wow, you know? And then once you hit that halfway point of the book, that's when things start to pick up and the action is all like boom, 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 like freaking nuclear warfare with the amount of things going on in the second half of the book. And this kind of follows through all three books. So I would recommend, obviously, starting with the first book, but read up until the halfway point, which is like page 267, 270, something like that, which is where like the action starts to take place. After that, if you're just like bored and you're just like, no, this just isn't for me, then obviously maybe the series isn't for you, but I think you should just stick through with it. I do want to say though, that 3 books covers like 3 days. I think it's like 3 or 4 days, which is kind of just insane. Like literally 3 days go by in the span of 3 books. Like I said, the first half is very like slow, very much like building up the city and the characters and whatnot. And so I personally loved every single second of it. I have no complaints, but I can see why some other people would be like, ugh, I want more action, I want more oomph. So that's why I tell you to at least stick through the first half of this book. And then that's where like everything kind of picks up. And if after that you're just like, no, I still don't find, then obviously maybe the book's not for you. But I hope you enjoy it as much as I'm enjoying it. Anyways, I feel like I've talked so much. If everything I've said hasn't convinced you, maybe the fan art will. I'm gonna show you the fan art. These are 2 of the characters. I love them, like beautiful, beautiful beyond words. The main lead, Aliza. You're joking. Like, she is gorgeous. She's so beautiful. I love her so much. Yeah. 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 Guys, he's ginger. He's ginger. Like, one thing about tahereh mafi is she's really gonna stray away from, like, the dark-haired guys. Because I feel like so often in fantasy books, it's always about the shadow daddy. It's always about the shadow daddies. It's always about the, I hate that I said that. It's always about the dark hair, dark eyes. And she's like, here's a ginger. And with Warner, she's like, here's a blonde. And I love her for that, guys. Are you seeing what I'm saying? Personally, my favorite character, he's when I tell you guys, you're going to be clutching your lungs, gasping for air from how much you're going to laugh at just him and his existence. I love him. One of the other guys, he wears eye makeup. He has eyeliner. He has kohl. And if you guys know the Cruel Prince series, everyone was like gagged on the floor screaming when he has like the black eye makeup. Everyone is freaking out and I was like, yeah guys, he's got it too. He's a baddie. Love him so much. Like the characters, they attend Hogwarts. Like it's literally just a fashion show, like runway. Everyone's just beautiful. Like I'd hate to live in this universe. Like characters are beautiful. The story is beautiful. Everything about this series I just love and I just adore. And I just think that you really should read it. You know, book person, I know what I'm talking about, guys. Like, I literally know, like, this is very much a dictatorship and everyone just... I mean, 6 5-star ratings. Like, it doesn't actually get better than that. I think that this series is phenomenal. And I think you really should get onto it. And without a doubt, the golden buck buzzer. Is it worthy of the buzz? That's me saying yippee. It doesn't really sound like that, but... Without a doubt, this is the most phenomenal thing I've ever read. My 2 regrets with the series is 1, reading it as fast as I did. I really wish I milked it out and read like a page a day. And 2, reading it as early in the year as I did, because it's January and I read it. When I tell you no book is going to compare, mark my words, this is going to make my top reads, if not my top read of the year. Like, it's gonna, do you know what I'm saying? Ever since finishing the series, it's been a couple days. It's been like a week almost, I want to say. I've tried to read other books and I just get like bored. After like 10 pages, I'm just like, no. No! It's not it's not hitting in the way that This Woven Kingdom is hitting. Phenomenal book series. I am on my hands and knees begging, actually, for everyone to go and read it. I think that this series is so deserving of the hype. I think everyone and their mothers and their fathers and their uncles and everyone should read this without a doubt. I loved it so much. Like, literally, I love it. If anyone from HarperCollins sees this, please let me interview Tahereh Mafi when the 4th book releases. The people want to see it, and by the people, I mean me. I'm the one who wants to see it. I loved the series with my entire being and soul in my heart. If you want to giggle and scream and cry and throw up and toss and turn and scream and feel empty, feel so empty after finishing it, this is the series for you. Incredible YA fantasy series by Tahereh Mafi. I love. You know that pain, chest pain? I love. That was written about this book series. Yeah. And now, let's get to the spoiled section. I'm gonna have so much fun. Where do I even begin? Cyrus. Cyrus, the man that you are. The man that you aren't, because you're not real. I truly did not think Tahereh could outdo herself from Aaron Warner. Like, I thought that was the pinnacle of bookman. Like, he was just gonna live in my heart for the rest of my days. And then I met Cyrus of Nara, and I was like, oh, Amina of Nara has a really nice ring to it. I have never met anyone as pathetically down bad as I have him. Wow. One thing I want to say is when I was posting on my TikToks and stuff, I got a couple comments, not a couple, it was like 1 or 2, but from people saying like, oh, like Cyrus, I felt like his comments, like the love between him and Aliza, if you could even call it that, was a little bit like insta-lovey, or his comments were just like a little bit too oomph. But here's how I see it. These characters are complex. You've got to kind of dig underneath to see the true them. And for Cyrus, when he said that quote of, "In my mind, you are already mine," I need you guys to understand that that was like literal. Like that was literal in like he's been dreaming of Aliza for 8, technically 9 months, because Aliza was in a coma for a month, which, by the way, let's get into. That was insane. What was that? But literally, he's been dreaming of her, and he's essentially been in a relation. Like, he didn't know it was Aliza. So for 8 months straight, he endures the most horrid of torture. He's literally beat and battered, and he's like, bones are sticking out and blood and everything. And then he's met by this beautiful, kind, amazing girl who comes to him and aids in cleaning his blood and fixing him up. Like, he's literally been in love and in a relationship with his dream woman for 8 months. And then he finally sees her in person and he's like, ugh! Like, in my mind, you're already mine was genuinely meant literally. Like, in his literal mind, they're already, do you get what I'm saying? And so, when it came to Cyrus's, like, kind of scandalous comments, which, by the way, Tahereh is never beating book 3 gets freaky allegations. She is never beating them. Literally ever. But when he had like a couple of his scandalous quotes, I didn't mind them at all, because I was just like, imagine if you've been in a relationship for 8 months with a person, long distance, you haven't seen them or anything, 8 months, and then finally you come face to face with your boyfriend. Girl, like, it just made sense to me. Speaking of, the relationship dynamic between the two of them, Aliza and Cyrus, is so interesting to me, because she just met Cyrus versus he's known her and loved her for months. It literally, like, it's beautiful when he calls her angel, but like he meant it as literally, like she's literally his saving angel, his grace from the devil. Like, do you see what I'm seeing? Like, everything is so intentional. Like, at first I was like, oh, he's calling her angel, such a cute little like pet name, and then I was like, hold up, wait, like he means that. God, I love him. But I think their relationship is going to be so interesting to, I don't know, just see how it kind of plays out. As for Aliza, I didn't, like, the whole love triangle thing, it's not a love triangle. Like, at first, guys, I love Cameron. I love Kamran, I keep forgetting, Kamran, I think that's how you say his name. But oh my god, I don't know about anyone else, but I love, after I finish a book, I love to go to Goodreads and see the 1-star reviews, because I'm just like, I want to sit and I want to laugh because you weren't able to enjoy the book in the way I was able to enjoy it, and you're missing out. So I like to read 1-star reviews. And in them, someone had said, I hate when like authors do love triangles and then they make the first male lead, or like whoever's gonna lose, they make him do something so stupid and so out of character just so that the second male lead, like the character, the female lead going with him, makes sense. You get what I'm saying? Like they make the first character do something stupid so then everyone hates him and moves on to the second one. And she was saying she did that with Kamran because he did something stupid in these books so that everyone would hate him and then they'd love Cyrus more. But I didn't read it like that at all. They were specifically talking about the scene in which Kamran lets a arrow fly and it hits Aliza in the back, and then bada bing, bada boom, she's in a coma for a month. I read that and I didn't hate him. I don't even think the point of that quote was for us to hate him. Rather, I think it was to show us how unkingly like Kamran is, right? Kamran is he's not king yet. The diviners sent him away because they're like, this boy is not ready. I think that quote was to kind of show us, like literally like in blaring red signs, show us how unready and unfitting he is at the king position, because he's so like deluded by his selfishness, his narcissism, his own desires, wants, and needs. Like, I think it was Cyrus or Hazan, one of the two had literally told him, like, are you so blinded by, like, your stupidity and your, like, narcissism that you don't even see what's going on around you? Because Aliza was literally begging him, don't shoot Cyrus, don't shoot Cyrus. He ignored her and then shot anyways, and that's why the arrow shot her. And so I think that scene wasn't put in the book for us to hate Kamran, rather it was kind of just like show us alarming red flashing lights that like he has a lot of work he needs to do. Because when I read that scene, I didn't hate him, rather I liked him more, because I was just like, this is such a wounded, tortured soul he is. And Aliza didn't hate him either. She was just like, I understand. She's like, I understand. And he was apologetic. Like, it's not like he did it on, if he shot her on purpose, then it would be a completely different story. But he didn't mean to shoot her. It was an accident, because he's so deluded with his like self-hate, his trial for vengeance, his own stupidity. So I didn't hate him at all. And I also don't think it's a love triangle. As I said in like the spoiler-free review section, I think Aliza and Kamran had a very like infatuation, like spring fling type of run. It was very much like, oh, Prince finds me cute, we share a little peck, like he's really cute, he's really fun, she's really beautiful, like do. But it was like never more than that. And that became so evident in like when Kamran was like in the carriage with her, and then he was all like, I want Talon and you, and then Aliza was like, oh. Also, Huda, I'm telling you without a doubt, Huda and Kamran are going to be endgame. Like, they have an enemies to lovers, like rivals to lovers, banters to lovers plotline forming. Like, it's so obvious that the two of them are going to be together. Kamran and Aliza was very much just like a, oh, like hallway crush type of thing. Do you know what I mean? Whereas Cyrus is obviously the male lead. It was just like, oh, one and done, he's cute, I love him, like, not love him, like, I like him, he's something like, wow. But then Cyrus is, like, endgame real deal. And speaking of Cyrus, similarly, like, I feel like I saw comments in regards to, like, Aliza's emotions towards Cyrus and how it could be insta-lovey, but again, I really don't think so. I don't even think Aliza, like, I don't even think her emotions towards him, where we lay in book 3, can be categorized as, like, love. I think knowing her and Cyrus's history, like having that foundation of both of them being tormented by the devil, right? Aliza gets visited by the devil in her dreams. Cyrus gets visited by the devil. He gets tortured and beat. Every time I remember, I just want to cry. Her knowing that the two of them kind of have that, like, that connection, and just knowing how kind and humble and just kind Aliza is, I think she kind of developed this protectiveness, this level of understanding with Cyrus, that it's like kind of like the two of them are living in their own world. I remember, was it in book 3 where Huda was like bad mouthing Cyrus, and she's like, oh yes, like the evil king must have done this to you, the evil king, the evil king. And then Aliza kind of like not snaps, but she's like, what are you talking about? I don't think that's because she's in love and like, how dare you badmouth my man. It was more so kind of just protective of the things she loves, because she understands what he's going through, and she understands that like seeing his small glimmers, his small actions of kindness, like he literally adorned the whole city in flowers for her. Seeing those actions, like she knows that this like big, bad, mean, scary, like perception that he's giving to people isn't true, and he's just like, he's putting up this wall because of the devil. So like that understanding between them kind of just has her like protective and just like something is up. You know what I mean? So I don't think their love is insta-lovey, because one, I don't even think she loves, like Cyrus, the man's down bad. But that isn't even insta-love, because he's loved her for months, because he's known of her for months. He's been in a relationship with her for months. What a cool dynamic, guys. I genuinely cannot wait to see how things grow. I love Cyrus. God, his quotes when he was like, let me worship you, let me make you my queen, and let me worship. What? Are you freaking joking me? I actually genuinely, like, I think I cried. I did cry. I'm left with so many questions. First of all, Hazan, he's such an interesting character. He's hilarious, but something is up with him. Like, I genuinely don't know if I'm reading into this too much, but there's this one scene where him and Cyrus are sitting on the rooftop, and then Cyrus is like, who are you? Like, it must suck to live your entire life in secrecy. Like, who are you? What are you? I think Hazan is so much more than just, like, a childhood friend of Aliza's who's sworn to protect her. Like, I don't know what is going on with him, but I'm telling you something. There's a couple quotes that stand out to me. Again, I don't know if I'm reading into it too much, but Aliza, when she went out to meet her people and then somebody like shoots a dagger at her and Hazan like saves her. And so she thanks him and he's like, you don't need to thank me for something I did in my own self-interest. But I'm just like, if he is sworn to his majesty, his queen, why would he say in my own self-interest? Do you get what I'm saying? Like, that quote to me was just a little bit odd. Again, I could like be beating the nail beyond recognition, but it was just something about that quote. Like, why would he say in my own, like, I do it for myself, but if the queen, like, wouldn't he do it for the queen because he wants to say, maybe there's gonna be another plot twist and maybe he becomes evil? I'd actually hate that. I don't know if, like, maybe he's a hidden prince or something. I don't know if something is up. I'm telling you, something is up with him, and I can't wait to find out what. I already talked about Huda and Kamran. They're gonna be endgame. I'm telling you, they're gonna have a beautiful, I guarantee you this is what's gonna happen. There's gonna be a scene in one of the other two books where Huda gets injured, because you remember how in the second book Kamran was all like, if you're gonna join me, just know that I don't care if you die, like, that's on you, I literally don't care. I guarantee you there's gonna be a scene where Huda is like in the middle of battle, or she's gonna get badly injured, and Kamran is gonna care about no one or nothing but her. He's like, is she okay? Like, is she gonna live? Like, wake up. I'm telling you, there's gonna be a scene like that. Speaking of, guys, I think that the next color of the book is going to be blue, or like blue, like silvery blue. I say that just because, like, the Arya Mountains, obviously Aliza wants to venture into them, and like mountains, colds, snow, like, I don't know, I feel like it's going to be blue. I hope it's blue. It would be beautiful. Speaking of the Arya Mountains, guys, the last book, I gave it 5 stars. Again, peak perfection. Loved it so much. But I just wanted more. I was just like, the whole entire first half was kind of a build up. Like, we were learning more about Cyrus. We were learning about the intricacies of his brain and like why he is the way he is and more lore on that. And then the second half was just like, Aliza was in a coma for a month and then she wakes up. What are we talking about? Why was she in a coma? Wake up, girl, wake up. Like, I just wanted more. I was like, three books. We've kind of established everything, but there's so much that has to go down in the next 2 books. She has to go to Arya, the mountains, find out her powers, has to find 5 people who are willing to die for her, which undoubtedly would be like Cyrus and like Hazan and so on and so forth, unless Hazan doesn't want to die for her and we go back to the evil. Anyways, Arya Mountains, there has to be the whole Cyrus thing, guys. The whole Cyrus and the devil thing is so, like, I just feel so bad for him because obviously his people and his servants love him. Sorry, this is all over the place. Obviously the people and his servants like love him, but his mom hates him because she's just like, you killed your dad. But his dad isn't dead. His dad is in hell. What is going on? Like, that actually shocked me to my core. That one scene where Cyrus was like begging the devil, he was like, no, please, not the other one. I thought that the devil like maybe had his siblings and he was killing his siblings, but then no, he was talking about his dad's eyes. Like, the devil was taking out his dad's eyes. So the whole plot line, like, I think the older brother has something to do with it, because Cyrus was never meant to be king. It was supposed to be his older brother. And then where's his older brother? I feel like his older brother did something stupid, did some sort of deal with the devil, and then the dad tried to go and fix that up, and then that's how the dad got roped into it, and then now Cyrus is trying to fix all of their problems. I don't know, maybe the dad just went and did his own type of thing and now Cyrus is trying to fix it, but the brother is suspicious. Where's the brother? Did he die? Is he... That's why I feel like he's not dead, because nobody wants to talk about the brother. I feel like his brother's the one who did this entire mess. I feel like his brother's the one who did the deal with the devil. Do you know what I'm saying? Something sus is up with the brother, but I'm excited to meet the brother. Also, the death. I feel like so many times was death mentioned in these two books. Cyrus was like, you have to kill me. Aliza was like, I'm gonna kill you. Cyrus was like, I have to die. Death, I wasn't fearing. Like, death was brought up so many times, which makes me believe that Cyrus is going to die in one of the next two books. Like, I feel like he is going to die, but he's gonna be like brought back to life, similar in the way that Aliza was brought back to life with the diviners. I feel like maybe the diviners are gonna heal him again, and that'll kind of rekindle their relationship, like him with the diviners. Which, by the way, finding out why he wears black clothing, because he's always in mourning because he never got to be a diviner, actually broke me. I was like, you poor tortured soul, like, come, let me give you a hug. Oh, like, it's such a complex, beautiful story. I can't get enough. But I have a feeling that he's gonna die. I feel like the sheer amount of times that death and dying and he has to die was brought up, I'm just like, if he doesn't die, something sus happening. Like, I feel like he's gonna die and he's gonna be brought back to life, and then that's when him and Aliza are gonna live their happy life together. Cyrus, I could just spend hours talking about him. I'm dying. I'm just dying to know what's going on in that little brain of his, you know? Why is he the way that he is? Like, how do you go from being like a kind soul who gives up material value to go be a diviner, and then now you're roped in with the devil? Like, he's so selfless. And I need to know why. I need to know what happened immediately. And I just know that the next book is going to end on a cliffhanger, and then I'm going to have to wait like a whole year. Ugh, kill me. But he's such an interesting character. Him, his love for Aliza, I just die at. Like, if I was swooning this hard and they're not even together, they haven't even kissed yet, just imagine the next two books when when Aliza begins to recognize her feelings for him. Imagine the quotes we're gonna get. I want to know if the mother's gonna feel remorse for the way she treated Cyrus when everything, like, he didn't kill his dad. His dad is in the lair of the devil. I wonder if the mom's gonna feel remorse for treating her son so horribly when everything he's done was for the sake of his people and for the sake of his kingdom and for, like, selfless reasons. I wonder if she's gonna feel bad about that. Very interesting. I think we're gonna get some insane character growth with Kamran. I think him and Cyrus are gonna develop like a reluctant friendship, similar to how Kenji and Warner developed a reluctant friendship. I think sooner than later Kamran's gonna realize that, like, Cyrus is not the enemy and, like, their enemy is the devil, you know what I mean? And they're gonna have some, like, push and pull type of friendship relationship going on between the two of them, and I'm so excited to see that. That one quote where Hazan, like, rips out he was shackled up in the prison in the second book, and then he just rips them and then, like, cuts out the cufflinks with his teeth and then pulls out the bars. No words, actually. Like, that was the scene of all scenes. And then when he tells Kamran, and he's like, if you harm Aliza, I'll kill you. And he didn't even say that like a cocky, like a unwavering, like, oh, I'll kill you. He said it so matter-of-factly, even Kamran was a little bit taken aback. I was like, ugh! Aliza, I think she's already so perfect. But I feel like there's like a rage scene incoming, because obviously right now she's so kind, very emotionally intelligent. She's able to put herself in other characters' shoes. But I feel like there's a rage scene coming. Like, I feel like she's just gonna kind of explode, especially when it comes to Cyrus. Like, I feel like everyone's kind of gonna be hounding on him, and she's gonna be like, shut up! And I'm excited to see that. Yeah, fight for your man. Yeah, girl, get him. And I'm excited to see the venture into the Arya Mountains and the magic and everything that happens. Also, the dragons. You remember when Cyrus, when she was all, like, injured and, like, kind of delusional, like, speaking, and she's like, I want a dragon, and Cyrus was like, you can have a dragon. I actually like died a little bit. Like I actually literally died a little bit. Like that was the scene of all scenes. But and then the dragon was like, hell no, you're not giving me to her. I guarantee you the dragons are gonna fall in love with Aliza and they're gonna be like, wow, like she is princess, she is queen. Also, you know that lady? You know the Jinn lady who like when all the Jinn people are in Toulon and this like old lady like has kind of been the speaker for the people and she's been communicating with Cyrus, you know what I mean? Like that lady, I feel like she's also evil. Something about her is weird, something about her is freaky, something about her rubs me the wrong way. Like I feel like she's gonna kind of become power hungry or kind of be like, Aliza's not deserving, let me be the queen. Something about her is just a little bit fishy. I don't like her either. But yeah, this book was phenomenal. I feel like I could talk more, but I think I've kind of just outdone myself. My screaming and the vlog should have been enough to express to you how I feel. I felt empty. I feel empty and have for the past couple of days ever since finishing. Like this was just remarkable. Genuinely everything and more that I could have wanted in a book. I have never felt this strongly since reading the Shadow Me series. Like Shadow Me series was number one in my heart. The emotions, the pure adrenaline, the rush, the excitement I got from reading that series, those were emotions I locked away, and I didn't think it was possible to find in another book. Who was I to doubt Tahereh Mafi? Do you know what I mean? Like queen of all queens. I'm just excited to see what's gonna unfold in these next books, for the love, for the plots, for the betrayals. I'm really excited. And thank you so much for sticking with me and watching this atrociously long video about my reading journey. I truly had so much fun. I read this over my winter break, and honestly, I couldn't think of a better way to spend my time. So fun. Catch me in a couple months when the 4th book drops. Phenomenal. I would love to hear your theories or anything you have to say about this book down below in the comments. I will be stalking them. This was great. This was literally fantastic. I've had so much fun. Without a single doubt, I'm going to reread these in like a couple days. I love them so much. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.